From Innovatio, the Chief Product Officer, Alin Bogdan, a fellow developer like myself. You have the room.
So I'm going to start with a story. I have a brother. His name is Cristi. And Cristi fell in love and moved out of Romania into the greater European state. And he is living the European dream. He bought a house. And he also made a decision to have some solar panels on his house. Because why not? It's fashionable. But after a few years of having them on, he realized that the laws are changing. And he can no longer have his surplus energy delivered into the grid whenever he wants. He actually has to struggle to either use it or to pay. He actually has to pay if he puts his capacity into the grid. And my name is Alin Bogdan, and I'm here to talk about how Innovatio can help my brother and people in the same situation. The reason why my brother cannot put all of the energy into the grid at any time is multifaceted. One is because the grid is old. Everyone knows that. All of the entire electricity grid of the planet is old. But now in the last decade, everybody has added different forms of green energy, mainly solar panels. And all of these prosumers, they're called, all of this increased capacity, they usually create energy at times when we don't really need it. The sun shines when we turn off the lights. And because of this, there is too much energy in the grid. For anyone who's not familiar with it, the grid works much like a pipe. You cannot have more or less. It needs to be balanced. It needs to have a certain quantity all the time. It needs to be predictable. There is a way to balance this. It's called the balancing market. But this balancing market is a promise that at certain times, if there's too much energy or too little energy, somebody will come and either take it away or put it back in. But regular users like my brother cannot access this. To have access to the balancing market, you first of all need to be big, and you need to have some certificates, because it's a critical part of the infrastructure. But all of this energy gets wasted. Like around between 10 and 30% of solar power gets wasted every year because it cannot be used, because we don't have a system. Innovatio aims to solve this by creating a virtual power plant. The best way to describe it, it would be like if each prosumer would be a musician. They can only do so much as an individual, but if you add them all together in an orchestra, they can harmonize and create much more. They can pull together their resources and have access to different things because they represent a larger maybe capacity, and they might have access to different things. At Innovatio, we provide this to both regular residential producers and also to commercial producers. And through our infrastructure, you have access to the balancing market, and then you can fill in the blanks in the grid, or you can actually take it out if you have batteries, because this also works for batteries. How it actually works, we have a little device that you attach to your system. It's usually to the inverter. With the help of this device, you can monitor and control the energy in real time. All of the units that when you enter this app and you add your unit to the system, you can join different communities, because the aim is also to work together with your neighbors. And you remember the commercials with, can I have a cup of sugar? Can I have some electricity, please? You want to create more intricate communities among ourselves and help each other when we can, so we don't rely on very centralized entities. But whatever we have extra, we don't give to if we have extra sugar, we don't give it to our neighbors. We can have it reserved for the balancing market. This, again, could be plus or minus. There are situations where you get paid to fill in your batteries. So another great thing about the balancing market is that it's a lot more lucrative than the regular market, because it's a security, it's a high value thing. You get paid a little bit more. So this provides for all of these prosumers a more lucrative way of getting back their investment. So my brother can pay off the solar panels faster. Through our mobile app, because of course we have an app, you can monitor everything the system does. You can leave it on auto so that it fills in, so that you're allowed to fill in the market as our system dictates. And when you actually fill in some balancing load, you can cash out in real time. Because I don't know, whoever has solar panels, you pretty much get a credit now. But with this form, as soon as we get the money, you get the money. So this is a growing market. In 2021, it was 300, oh my God, the font is so small. It was 350 gigawatts. It's combined solar panels and wind power, which only represented 10% of the entire global energy market. It grows around 1 to 2% every year. And imagine 10 to 30% of that getting wasted every year. We have a team that is mainly technically oriented, but we have a lot of experience, and we understand there are places where we are not experts. So we are onboarding people that fill in the gaps that we have, particularly in energy trading. We are partnering with energy companies, with solar parks. Currently, we have launched the app, and we are onboarded a park of 800 kilowatts. And we're working on our certification so we can put in energy in the balancing market. We're going to go to Web Summit as a startup in November. We've won a grant of $52,000. And we're very excited for the future. Our aim is to democratize the energy market to make it more sustainable and more secure. Thank you very much.